Hey, Planeswalkers, welcome to Multiverse here today. On top deck, we have a top 10 Dimir control deck by JS2. Congratulations, bud, on hitting the top 10 with this deck. Excited to pile on and figure this sucker out here today for everyone. So appreciate you tuning in. Flip me that like if you enjoyed today's video. If you have a question, if you got a comment, let me know down below. On top of that, this deck list is available to you in the description, along with Discord server information and the timestamps, where we'll break down the strategy objective of this list. We'll go into boarding for best of 3. We'll play that competitive Magic that you love in both best of 1 and best of 3. And then we'll close out with a little bit of a retrospective on where this sits, how it sits, and where it could be in the meta. So with that, Planeswalkers, again, thank you for tuning in. Great way to stay connected on the channel, and always appreciate your support, subscriptions, and other great things for you, as well as members. So let's go ahead and take a look at our top 10 Dimir control here again by JS2. So a couple big pieces here that I really like about this particular version and deck. One, we have a ton of options here in the 2-drop slot. So that's a big thing that I enjoy. And on top of that, with Dimir control, I love using Siphon of Insight as an ability to use our opponent's deck against them. So this is a huge pickup from Innistrad Midnight Hunt, and certainly one that I think will continue to be pulled forward into our lovely Crimson Vow. So that's something very powerful here. Meathook Massacre is another big pickup for this archetype. We have Infernal Grasp. And then at the top end, we've gained Memory Deluge as well. And then from a land perspective, we got Field of Ruin. So lots of things to play both counter magic and remove things off the board. We have that top end board wipe if we need to. And then we got that instantaneous Soul Shatter, allowing us to remove creatures and or planeswalkers that can be very, very pivotal for us. At the top end, we have Desert Doom Dragon here, allowing us to refill our hand and being a really, really nice closer. So lots of things that we can do here. But again, this is a control deck, so it's about locking down our opponents in the early game, locking them in at the mid-range game, and taking full and total control, gaining that card advantage, and then slowly picking off and chipping them down for the win. So that is the strategy objective of this list. It's been a very popular one in the meta, both tournament-wise as well as on Arena. So with that, we're going to pivot over here now into your best of 3 sideboarding. We're going to break this down 3 ways: aggro, mid-range, and late game. So when it comes to aggro, things like our favorites, now we're seeing mono red goblins back in the list. We got mono white aggro, we got Zoros aggro, we also have mono green Stompy as kind of a bridge deck, and a host of other things that you might run into. The biggest pieces here that you want to flip in, you're going to want to flip in Crippling Fears, Shadow Doom, or Shadow's Verdict, sorry, in terms of those board wipes. On top of that, what you can also do at the top end is put in another Desert Doom to help you there. Things that you can move out are going to be anything that's counter magic, like Disdainful Stroke or Saw It Comings, or the negates. Probably negate and Saw It Coming. Disdainful Strokes will be helpful against more of the bigger stuff in the higher end of the curve, so that can always help you there. So it's about direct damage removal, those kinds of things for aggro. Then as we move to mid-range decks are going to be things like, again, Gruul Werewolves. It could be, and that's another bridge deck from aggro. Could be mono green Stompy. Also, you got Selesnya mid-range. We got dragons that potentially could be in the space as well, and got the Golgari mid-range. We just did it. You can check that one out. Super fun deck. But here you're going to break it up between how heavy in terms of creature base or counter magic that we're going to have to play. So you can certainly break that up again on the Crippling Fear side, Shadow's Verdict side, or begin to think about things like Malvin Hermit, Skyclave Shade, or those Test the Talents as a good opportunity depending on what you're running into. Now, again, we'll move out depending on what we're hitting, what we need to, either between kill spells or those counter magic spells. Last but not least, we're going to run into the true control decks or late game decks. There's a lot of them here. We got excuse me, Dimir Control. We have Azorius Control that we just ran the #1 deck. You can check that one out. On top of all that, in this space, we got these turns decks, again, dragons kind of bridging those things, and a few others there. So there you're really going to want to throw in things like Test of Talent, the Disdainful Strokes, additionally the Malevolent Hermits, and then the Skyclave Shade. Skyclave Shade is going to allow you to recover against something like the board wipes, so you just keep bringing those back. They have to exile them or remove things at your graveyard. That could be a big one. Then what you're going to pull out is you're going to pull out things like Power Word Kill, Infernal Grass, Meat Hook. Blood Chiefs can be a good one against Planeswalker decks, but that's also one that you can consider. Additionally, Soul Shatter there could be a good choice there for you too. So, and don't forget our lovely Shadows Verdict you're not going to need anymore. So, that's really what this is about in terms of the early, mid, and late game lineups and how you're going to board for your best of 3. So let's go ahead and play that competitive Magic. We covered off on the strategy objectives list. We covered off on the boarding. Let's go put the pedal to the metal here today and give this deck a run at the ladder. All right, so here we go. Standard ranked. We're going in with Dimir Control. Let's do it. It's been control, trying to play catch up here. Myself, right before we got Crimson Vow. Very excited about what we have coming out. Looking forward to it. Will we see a bunch of meta shifts? I don't know. We'll get to that later, but stay tuned for all that. All right, we got Yasu here. We're going to make the choice. I'm going to keep this for a couple of reasons. One, we go first. 2, we'll play this right away to get our blue on. We have 2 controls out of the gate here that we can definitely use. Now, I'm going to play this first, even though I could have played something else to take the turn. The benefit on this one here is we can use this, which is what I'm going to do. This will hit everything else in mono green, so we don't have to worry about that quite yet. The big choice that we're going to want to make here is, do we want to double up? We don't need to double up here because they did drop the 1, so we will do this. We can hang on to this card here, and we will be able to use it against our opponent. We'll just need to decide if and when and where we want to go here. And there's no rush right now, so let's actually do this. I am gonna kill it, take it off the board, and we can hit this guy in there. And then we can decide how we want to play. So they have to drop a creature and then target. This still has ward, which is going to be big. We're going to take the damage. So here we can power word kill it. We can also do this. We'll get a refill. There we go. Now we still have our kill spell. So let's see what we hit here with our lovely Sultai deck now. Boom! There it is. Locked her in. Super nice off the bat. Let's go ahead into our next match, my friends. So first one, best of 1. Check with Dimir Control. So we essentially saw pretty much all the key pieces. We will claim that to the deck that we needed to really showcase a nice run with it right off the bat. So we had the ability to play our opponent's cards, even though we got land. And again, our big guy at the top there. So we'll keep this because again, we got the kill spell, we got Siphon, we got Shadow's Verdict. So depending on what we're playing, then all we need to do is hit that other land there. So we're good off the bat, so we will play this. So we'll play this. We'll need to make a decision here depending on what they play. We will grass this guy off the bat. Going to do that for now because that's a lot of damage. Again, the lands. Look at that. So the one that's really gonna hurt us is Faceless. And that's actually what I was hoping that we would have for some of the direct kill here. Alright, that's exactly what we needed. So we'll wipe the board here. Now, they'll have a choice to hit in with the 4 on Faceless. We'll get into a better position. So a few things we can do here. So we want to use this first. Get that off the board. We'll need to kill this first. Because we can use the Tyrant on the Faceless there. And take the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should have enough. Ooh. So we can pop him once. Let's grab his Zekas. Uh-oh, fight. Ooh. That's real aggressive. Real aggressive. That hurts. That top deck really hurt us. And the ability to get Faceless in. Oof. Super unfortunate for us. The fact that they didn't pop Faceless. Oh, they're going to be in a real nice spot here now. And we did not hit anything we could use. They're in a great spot. It's going to get lethal on us. Oh, bummer. So not quite enough there to keep up. We really needed to hold back a couple of the kill spells. Just the timing on that wasn't good with the tokens that we had to take off and those kinds of things. So bummer. Let's go into our third and final best of one. Really enjoying the deck though. I like the layout, I like what we have, I like playing our opponent's stuff. A big pickup. I was actually evaluating another Dimir control list today, part of this one, but I just really wanted to make it whole. And I say that in terms of being able to play my opponent's stuff because it's one of those things that I haven't enjoyed playing against. So we have to penalize and use our opponent's decks against them. Love the sleeves. All right. What is CKT Wing up to? Drop this one now. Could have played whatever. It's fine. We show a little bit by giving them that. It's okay. It looks like we got a control list. We'll pull that over and store it for later. This is not going to be helpful. This is not going to be helpful for us. Any dragon will be able to get off. Shadow's Verdict helps against any turn stuff. Oh my gosh, we're drawn out on lands. Which shutting down this with saw it coming would be nice, but we're not going to do that. We really need to test the talents there. Oh. Pasco. Let's go. Bum. Uh-oh. Are they dipping out on us? Oh, I got that. Let him look. Get the card advantage on us. Oh, it's such a problem. Second time round. Counter. If they're running the turns with Galvanic, that hurts. Have enough to double up. It's fine. So we will need to use 5 of the Eye Tyrant. That will get us the memories out of the graveyard. And once we do it once, they'll figure it out. We also we'll have to protect that too. And that will be a tough choice. EK Twing 0. I will counter this. Even though we could have let that hit the board and then use the shadows. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. There we go there. And now it's going to force on the memory or counter magic. So we'll do this first. We'll see if they let us dig. There we go. And counter there. So now we rip the other one. And we'll do this again. the other one out. And now hit him. Grab this for 4, so we get 2 cards. Could have done the other one too, I guess. For 2 would have been better, but we get the 2 tokens if we need them. So here comes the double up, maybe. All right, so now we can rip all this with Shadow's Verdict, hopefully. That would be ideal. Now we'll hit with the Eye Tyrant and get Galvanic out of there again. Now I could kick this back to my hand. There it is. Now they will have their giant they can hit in with. Go. And grab that one. Now we can do 2 things. We can use Field of the Ruin to take out the Hall if we need to, or we can use a Soul Shatter. Disdainful Stroke is going to protect us against a lot of stuff. If we need to, we'll use this here on that. And we'll go grab that blue. Now we don't want to push too far on this. Now they're going to crack the field on this. I'm going to do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves me with 3. I have 1 counter magic anyway. Let's get rid of. Alright, so we have the Disdainful Stroke available on anything big. We have Soul Shatter available. Boom, we did it. Wow. Wow, look at that. Incredible, incredible battle today. Oof. That is some spicy magic there, my friends. Ooh. Alright, on to best of 3 now. Hopefully we hit an aggro match. Not bad. Let's go ahead. Traditional standard ranked. Azorius Control we played. Dimir Control it is today. So for those of you joining right now, we did very well in best of 1. We went 2-1. Looking forward to what we have here. Again with the top 10 deck from JS2. Great way to support the channel. Stay connected. Swag, merch, all that fun stuff. Alright, opponents first. I can keep this. Little risky, particularly if we play an aggro list. But if we play an aggro, then we know how we want to pivot. So. So much blood. Alright. Jawari. So Golgari. Could be Golgari mid-range. Ooh. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's a big hit. That is a nice hit. Let's drop that. Take another crack. Let's grab that one. Apply that. Ooh, blue in there. So Sultai. Good to know. Was not expecting that. But all we need to do, wow, we could crack it. Let's go pull blue though. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could pop the hall. If they leave 4 open though, it's not what we want to deal with.
Those who fight the forest always can fight their own battles.
So open there. Unfortunately, that's not enough in terms of what we need. Shoot. Take that off now. Hang on to the negate. It's a lot of lands. We'll leave the 1. We can still pump the chariot if we need to. Holy moly. It's a lot of lands.
Be overrun.
So we meat hook massacre. We drop both innkeepers off, and then we start hitting with Hall. If we can do it. We can pick off their piece here if we need to. they had their own. Now we can negate some of that. Not worried about that. No. Well, never mind. I take that back. Not worried about that. I was thinking that was the double power, but Storm Festival. So we got a festival deck, which is good. We need to do this. Oh, I think we're in trouble. So we'll go to the next one. Nothing we can do there. Meat Hook Massacre helps. We know that they got some of this other smaller stuff. Any spell. Shadow's Verdict hits almost everything in that deck. I like the control. I like the test talents. I like the disdainful. I like these guys. Non-creature spell. Almost everything they played. Let's grab this guy. Planeswalkers. Let's drop the Power Word Kill. Let's drop the Meat Hooks. Want the top end, big stuff. Let's drop a Soul Shatter. This is a choice. So we're gonna commit really hard on the counter. Go for that. Real hard on the counter. So as long as we can keep that stuff out of there, like first, be an okay spot. We'll keep this. Hive Tyrant second, so apply Hermit. That's good. Ooh, not good. Not good. Are we gonna get crushed because we missed our land drop? We'll find out. Not gonna worry about that. Ooh, not a fun way to play a match. Not nice. Not nice. We can slip though. Got a few things we can do here. go with double blue. There we go. Opened it up. Let's see what they added in. Right, opponent's hand. All right. I'm actually surprised. That they didn't test the talents to test talents. They actually had enough. There we go. Still in it. We're still in it right now. Now we have Hive of the Eye Tyrant. We can pop out. We got a few things we can do here. So he or she will kill this guy, so we will do that. We'll see if they test the talents this. Trying to sucker it out. There it is. I only got 2 in the deck, so. And now we got our buddy.
Prepare for war.
So we do this. We do this. And reload. They're missing the black, so they can't even cast Meat Hook. Nice. Nice. We had full authority and control. Boom. Alright, let's see if we can pull it out here on the third and final match of our best of 3 match. Alright. Ooh. This. Yeah, it's tough. This is real tough. Real tough. Here's why I'm going to play it. Because I have... Ooh. Because I have this. Alright, they actually missed for once. Get that over now. Subtractors 3. 2 or less. It's not good. Can't kick. Let's move that over for now. Boards where they can play Chariot. Oh, the mana base. The mana base destroyed me so bad here. Horribly bad. Horribly bad. Could have been a little bit more patient, I guess. We could have countered. We could have got him with Jawari. We could have got him up in the gates. We would have been in a fine position then. Too much moving this stuff over. Too much moving that stuff over. Let's take a peek, huh? Ooh, that could be close. It's gonna be close. We can go 3.
My words are for ambitious minds.
I think they're gonna get it though. Here's why. Well, as soon as I wipe, they can use Lilith. Wow, I can get some health back. Alright, here's a blue. So we need to do this for 2. Yeah, Lord. Up.
We will slay our enemies.
Ooh.
My power is for annihilation.
So we can protect. Because we got side coming on the exile. Yes. Test talents only hit one. Let's see what we got. Not anything we can come back from. If we would have maybe played that slower, we might have been okay. The mana base just really screwed with us at the beginning, but we did acknowledge that, and I said why we played through it instead. So it happens. It happens, my friends. Super fun matches, though, nonetheless. Again, top 10 Dimir Control deck by JS2. I really like this version. Certainly got to be patient. We could have been more patient that last game. And we could have stuffed them on 3. We could have played patient, could have stuffed them on turn 4. We had the counter magic. But once that board built, we were in a lot of world of hurt. So it happens, but we just did not get that mana. So best of 1, we went 2-1, best of 3. 1 and 2, unfortunately, we lost. Where's this deck list sit, no matter, my friends? It's a very popular list right now. It's done well in some tournaments. Did okay early out of the gates. No, it's aggro heavy dominated, but we got good options against the aggro stuff here with Shadow's Verdict, Crippling Fears, and those things, and then also against other control matchups where we need to be. Certainly probably a tier 2 deck, very strong, well put together, obviously top 10 as well in Arena. So Planeswalkers, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have a question, if you have a comment, please feel free to let me know. Love to hear from you as always. This list is available to you in the description along with the information for the Discord server. So feel free to pop in there. Looking forward to hopefully getting some more hosted tournaments going soon again, and a host of other things. We do a lot more standard top decks coming, Crimson Vow coming, historic. I will get back into some jank. Start doing some cool, fun, fast stat stuff that you can stay up to date on, which is pretty interesting as well. And obviously Friday Night Meta and our tier list. So Planeswalkers, please stay connected. Great ways to do that. Down below. Appreciate your support as always. Thank you, patrons. Thank you, YouTube members. Great benefits to you. I look forward to rolling some more stuff out for that too. So appreciate that support. With that, Planeswalkers, you stay safe. You take care. We'll see you again soon next time. And until then, Mythras out.